Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope the sound's not too bad. I'm filming in my kitchen because it felt like I should since it's cooking related. I was gifted like a certain amount worth of free HelloFresh meals. I can't remember if it was a dollar amount or an amount of boxes. It might have been like a something equivalent depending on what you chose. My mom actually has used, I don't know if she continues to, but she has used in the past the HelloFresh service, and they gave her an option of sending like a coupon for whatever, X amount of dollars or meals off to someone else. So she sent it to me. She really enjoys the service, and I see so many like influencers, YouTubers, Instagrammers advertise for HelloFresh, and I feel like they're genuine in the reviews, which are generally seem to be positive. So I've always been interested, but I never felt comfortable spending the money. So I thought, well, heck yeah, if I have a coupon for it or whatever, then I'm darn well gonna use it. So we opted for the family. I can't remember what all the options were, but it was like a family of 4 meal, where I'm sure my parents got the 2. That's why I can't remember if it was like how many meals or like dollar amount. The 2 that I chose were like fairly basic in my opinion. They do have an option that you can spend more money to get like more upgraded items in your kits. I noticed that there was like an upcharge for steak or seafood, which makes sense because obviously those things cost more money, but they do have like their basic options. I'd read reviews where people accidentally chose something that was more expensive and they didn't feel that it was shown to them. But I had downloaded the app. When I put in the information on the website, it seemed easier to use the app, which I felt it was, and I was scrolling through to choose which option of meal. I did notice at the bottom it said like plus however much per plate, so I'm gonna bring up my app. It looks like this. Sorry, I don't have a reverse screen thingy on my camera, so there's different like recipe items. Right now, as you can see, I deactivated it, which I'll explain why. So you can have, this shows like that this meal in particular was delivered to me, and I did this about a month ago. And this first meal was part of their Hall of Fame, and I thought it looked like simple stuff that the kids would enjoy. And then I also chose this chicken. So I have the crispy Parmesan chicken and the chicken sausage cavatappi. Both times I made these, we were kind of in a rush, and I was really happy to have all the ingredients in hand, which I'll get more to. Anyway, so this is what it looks like on the app, which I know like real YouTubers like bring up a side-by-side comparison. I don't know how to do that. Hopefully I'll figure it out one day. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like some of the pros I thought about the HelloFresh. Like I said, everything came pre-portioned, pre-packaged. All your ingredients are right there. All you're really doing is opening packaging and cutting up vegetables that came with it. The preparation, like it says, you know, the prep time like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and your total time with cooking 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Personally, I think it might be like a little bit longer for prep time because you are like opening packages as you go. And I mean, I don't know about you, I'm not like a gourmet chef or can cut up amazingly well, so it takes me a minute to cut everything. But it is fairly quick and easy, so that is definitely a pro. Like I said, everything's there. Another great thing is you get these cards that come with your meal. On the back of this, it shows like the recipe, amounts, everything that's included, and the process by which you're cooking it. So you do have those to keep. They're nice. I stuck them with my cookbook so that I could continue to use them because I loved what we got. I would say that this would definitely benefit, in my opinion, most is a 2-parent working family. If you have 2 parents that are working, let's say 9 to 5, and you come home and it's difficult to get stuff on the table, this is great because you can pull it out and know that it's ready before an hour's up. I mean, if you're real quick, and depending on the recipe you have, you could have it done in 30 minutes, you know? So that's really nice. And I think that the amount of money that it costs to get them is worth it in that case. My kids can be pretty picky. My older son will try like anything anyways, so he did try everything. He really liked, like the first meal that we did was the crispy Parmesan chicken. I can't remember what I recorded. I'll find and show you when I edit the video, but He really liked the chicken. He really liked the couscous. It was the first time any of us had had couscous. I had a vague idea of what it was, but my husband didn't know, the kids didn't know, but they liked it. It was delicious. This was definitely our all-around favorite meal of everybody. And I've made like Parmesan chicken before, but not like this, not with the seasonings. I would definitely choose to do it the way that HelloFresh has versus the way I've done it in the past. So, and you know, me and my husband, like, we'll try a lot of stuff, and neither of us have ever been huge fans of cooked carrots. But this is so simple and so easy and so delicious, the way that they have the lemon roasted carrots, which I'm sure a lot of people out there would cook like that anyways. But that's what I'm going to get to with the pros and cons with it. So I'd say if you're like me, who likes to try stuff out anyways and try to be conscious with the amount you're spending on money, or the amount of money that you're spending on food anyways, and you're fairly adventurous with food, I felt that we couldn't justify this like as a regular expense. You can skip weeks and do it like once a month, but it's still like over $50 a month. Obviously ours would be more expensive because we'd be picking like the family portions versus like a couple. But like I said, if you're a working household, having like 2 meals, even 2 meals a month would be great. Or if you did it like 4 times a month, like if you skipped a week and you did 2 meals one week and 2 meals the next, that's 4 meals that you could potentially have leftovers from, that all the ingredients are there for you. You don't have to like be overwhelmed thinking about what you have to have at the grocery store. Definitely a pro in my book. Plus it tasted great. They have a ton of options. Well, if you don't follow me on my Instagram, you might not know that we grow a lot of zucchini here. So I was really excited that they had an option with zucchini, because then I would have a new recipe that involves zucchini. And I really loved it. Everybody else was kind of on the fence about it. The kids, like, they're not huge pasta eaters anyways, unless it's spaghetti and meatballs, which they love. So you think they would try more, but they don't. But anyway, I digress. This was great. I had leftovers and would have it for lunch for like 2 days, which was nice. And my husband liked it. He's not a huge fan of onion. There was a lot more onion in it than I expected, but that was all right. Like I said, they're options you can go through and pick based on what your interests are in food. So that was definitely a pro. So again, I'd say the pros are that you get to try stuff out. Everything comes prepackaged. You could potentially have leftovers. All the ingredients are there, and you have, if you like it, you've got recipes now that you can store for yourself to use later. Like I said, honestly, in my opinion, really the only con would be the cost. It is more expensive than if you were grocery shopping and picking things out yourself. And potentially, like, depending on your household and the way you function, the waste. Because there is a lot of small packaging that is mostly non-recyclable that you're going to end up throwing away. So it depends on your feelings on that. I've not tried out any other meal services, so I don't know how that compares to them. But I just figured, since I'm obviously not sponsored by anybody, that it would be an honest review. And I loved it. I definitely was so excited to try it out. I was super impressed and satisfied. Like I said, the only thing would be the cost. I just can't, I feel like it's not something that we can justify when I'm already like interested in cooking and can find stuff for less money. Now will be the footage from me unboxing and cooking some of the meals. So I hope this gave you some useful information. Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, help me out. Thanks. All right. Bye. To say I'm excited about this, I feel like would be an understatement. I see so many people using the HelloFresh kits, and my mom had, she'd used it and liked it and had a coupon or something for 2 meals off and sent it to us. So I'm just opening up the box. My battery doesn't die. And we have this chicken sausage cavatappi bolognese, whatever you say. And this crispy Parmesan chicken with garlic herb, couscous, and lemony roasted carrots. I'm excited. We'll have 2 nice meals this weekend. Okay, so it just got dropped off by UPS early, thank goodness, because we were thinking about leaving. I was worried I didn't want to have it sitting out on the porch. So it's all wrapped up. And we got the family meals planned because we have a family. Put it down on the floor so my son can see because he's really excited. So they're pretty good sized bags.
I want to see what's in that bag.
Well, this is the cavatappi and bolognese. Whatever. I know. Well, we're not going to open them because we're going to save them for when we have dinner. But I'm going to show you the different bags we have. And I'll show you the pictures. This is the crispy chicken Parmesan. And then it looks like, it says don't forget the ingredients which may be hiding under the ice. So there's an ice pack in here. And there's our meat. Let's see. So again, this is the ones that we ordered. We ordered this crispy Parmesan chicken. I thought it would be interesting because I know the kids have never had couscous before. And they like carrots and they like chicken. Okay, so I'm going to preface this with our kitchen is a mess. But I thought I'd do a quick kind of review of some HelloFresh meals. Obviously, I'm not sponsored since I have like 35 subscribers, who I appreciate. Thank you for subscribing. Last night we had the crispy Parmesan chicken with garlic herb couscous and lemony roasted carrots, and oh my gosh, it was delicious. I did not record anything because we got back from the beach quite late, so I try to make it quickly. And I'd say it's fairly accurate for the time frame that it takes to make. Yeah, I don't know. But it was pretty, I'd say pretty accurate for prep and cooking and all that stuff. It was amazing. I loved it. The kids, we had never had couscous before. I mean, I was semi-aware of it, but because of it being like a family-friendly meal, nothing was like a crazy flavor that they wouldn't like, so it was great. It was perfect. Perfect family meal. Okay, so tonight we have the chicken sausage cavatappi bolognese. Bolognese, whatever. So this is slightly shorter time, about what, 5-10 minutes less. So this is the setup for tonight's meal, and this is pretty much identical to what we had last night, except for it was chicken breast, so it was like 2 chicken breasts per pack, about the same size, and same with the bag. I'm not going to like film me putting it together and all of the recipe on the back because I feel like, you know, they own it, whatever. But I just figured I'd do a review if people like me were interested. I mean, I've always been interested in it, and I see a lot of YouTubers and stuff do HelloFresh, and they seem genuinely interested in it and enjoy it, and I really enjoyed the first one. So I figured, you know, I'd kind of show. So the bag, we've just kept this in the fridge. It came in a really great box. Everything seemed really fresh, so everything looks really nice and fresh in this one as well. I love how like small these zucchinis are. I feel like our zucchinis are giant, but it's probably just because I have to get them off the plant sooner. I'll give you a few shots as I'm going along cooking and the end result and what we think of it. So I have the zucchini in the oven roasting right now. I've got water boiling for the noodles, and right now we're just sauteing some onion. Okay. So I've got it all ready here. We've got everything mixed up. I'm so glad that I have this huge wok type pan here. It's like, I think a 12-inch, whatever, because we did the 4-person family meal, and holy moly. Me and my husband, obviously, I figured we'd each have a serving. My kids are pretty young, don't eat a ton, so I figured they'd eat at least between the 2 of them combined would have about an adult serving. Maybe less, but we'll definitely have leftovers because this is a ton of food. So now I'm just going to put it in bowls, and it came with Parmesan cheese to sprinkle on top, and we'll see how it tastes. All right, we've got the finished bowl with Parmesan cheese added. Delicious.